Alright, this is our last misconception, and we get a call all the time on this. This drives me crazy. I can't explain it over the phone. People don't understand. But I don't know if you can see on camera, there's a little line here where we've been compressing the shock tube. People will call me and tell me that they're not using all their travel. And I ask them, how do you know you're using all your travel? Well, I know that there's no way that they know how much travel they actually have. The only way to see how much travel you actually have is to take this air sleeve off and measure the shaft that you have sticking out of this shock. And that is your actual travel, shock travel, not wheel travel, but shock travel. And the reason is because the shaft's sticking out, but I mean they'll put different bodies on here just depending on what the extended length of this shock is. Because see, we can extend all the way up to here, and you can see the negative spring when I let go of it. The negative spring inside that I've talked about in other videos pulls this shock back together to get you to a lower ride height. It's kind of like a ZPS on an air shock. You have to have it to get your ride height down. So let's watch this shaft, and when this hits all the way down in here, that is our complete compressed height. But you're gonna see up here, we're not gonna go all the way to the top. You don't want to go all the way to the top, because if you do, you're gonna damage your actual air sleeve. So let's watch when I push this down. Right there is bottomed out, and we still have this much shaft or body showing. So people will see this line on here and they think that, man, I've got that much more shaft travel that I could use, but it's not true. You don't have any more shaft travel. The only way to do it is to measure this shaft that's sticking out of the shock, which is right in here. And I don't know if you can hear the air sucking in as I compress the shock and blowing back out as I extend the shock out. But that's what that samurai seal is meant to do. It's just really a dust seal is all this is. Like I say, that float fluid is in there, and once that dries up, you're pretty much going to be sticking, and the shock's going to act super hard. And I've had complaints. Guys are used to getting their shocks back from us, and they're way too light. Well, the reason is they're just used to a stiff shock, and we freed all this up and made it nice and loose again. So if you get your shocks back from us and they feel way lighter, think we've done something to them. We haven't. We've just made them work a lot better.